right. Well, now's the part where I talk about some trivia.
A little did you know Dragon Quest?
Little did you know about Dragon Quest?
Yeah, Dragon Quest is a game for
Um,
the family computer. Did you know? Spencer, did you know what the family computer
I know what the family computer is. It just labeled that, and it threw me off.
is? Okay. Right.
Because I know it as the Famicom, so it's like it was just weird seeing it as the family computer. Like, yeah, I guess it was technically, but
Did you know the Dragon Quest came out on the computer?
you might be saying I've never heard of Dragon Quest, but I've heard of Dragon Warrior.
Am I supposed to guess something? What's going on?
No, the reason that the reason that you've heard of Dragon Warrior is that originally in America there's a company called Simulations Productions, and they released a tabletop game called Dragon Quest, one word, and they continued it until the late 1980s. So for a while in America, they did not switch it over. The first game in America to go by Dragon Quest was Dragon Quest VIII, which is the first game I played of the series and one of my favorites.
So the one on the PlayStation 1 was Dragon Warrior 7.
That's right.
Wow. I guess these things have like 20-year copyrights, like these naming conventions or something like that. Because I know that's that was like the thing with songs on YouTube for a while. It was like you have to wait like a 20-year-old song should be okay to use.
Yeah, it's weird. And then like in YouTube, there's all these movies from like the 50s that you can
Mhm.
just watch, which I got into
Right.
for a little bit. Yeah. Like watching old horror movies. Like if you want to watch old horror movies, they're all free on YouTube. So just go over and check them
Like, yeah, okay. Not my thing, but cool.
out. In Final Fantasy in Elfheim, there's a gravestone that reads, "Here lies Erdrick, 837 to 866. Rest in peace."
Nice.
Some interesting crossover there. Ironic because eventually Square would become Square Enix and buy out that whole thing, which kind of cool. Um,
There's some crossover between that new Yakuza game and this Dragon Quest game too.
yeah, they keep didn't they don't they say like his favorite game or something is Dragon Quest?
Something like that. They market it like it's the classic RPG. And also like at the end of the trailer he's fighting a dragon or something. It's like a
Yeah,
Dragon Quest. So
the influence is there, man. It is considered by many to be Japan's national video game, including beating Mario for that title. Which is kind of weird.
that's wild. That's
We've
great. Could you imagine?
It's
Like going to the
not
supermarket,
no because in America nobody gives a shit about Dragon Quest.
your Dragon Quest banana milk or like your Rocket Slime Cheerios.
Yeah, that's crazy because like in America nobody cares about it. It's weird to think that in Japan like it's like people take days off to play it and people have like parades and stuff for Dragon Quest. It's hard to imagine.
Count Charlock Choco Puffs.
The series inspired the hardware of the Nintendo 3DS. I'm getting this from Screen Rant, so I apologize for getting it from Screen Rant, but they have some trivia. One of the most popular features of the 3DS is known as Street Pass. If you carry your 3DS on your person and pass someone who also has it, then two will share console information. I will say I've never used this before. This must be a Japanese influence thing because it's a Street Pass thing. I've never used this before.
Oh, it's different if you live in a city. I used to take my 3DS on the train with me all the time, and I'd probably street pass like 5, 6 people.
Serious?
Yeah,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
you just leave the Wi-Fi on, and then it'll like communicate with nearby 3DSs.
That's kind of neat. It never
Yeah,
did that. I've carried it occasionally, and it never did anything for me. But
it's
yeah,
got
I
to be in
guess.
power mode. So, but and being in a city is a little different.
Mm,
Nowadays, it's like who's carrying their 3DS with them. But like 5 years ago, that was legit.
that's pretty cool.
Hmm.
It was inspired by Dragon Quest IX: Sentinels of the Starry Skies for the Nintendo DS. The game had a feature called Tag Mode that acted in a similar feature. Iwata admitted to that that's where he got it from.
Did you know there's like 5 games in Japan at least that are Dragon Quest games on the 3DS.
Oh, there's got to be, yeah, with all the
Maybe 6. Yeah, because they had remakes
monsters
of
alone.
Monsters 1 and 2.
Yeah.
They had Monsters Joker 3.
Right, which I've like every month or so, I'll just go on and see like what's the status of that coming over. Which now is pretty much dead at this point, but
They
yeah.
had Theater Rhythm Dragon Quest Edition. Here we got only Final Fantasy. Oh, I think they might have had a Fortune Street game on the 3DS.
What's Fortune Street?
It's like Monopoly, but without the mini games and with stocks. And it's a
Oh,
crossover Mario and Dragon Quest characters.
that's kind of cool, dude. I
There's
would
one
get
on the
a
Wii.
Monopoly Dragon Quest.
It's really good, and there's a few of them on the DS. It's called Itadaki Street, but you can just call it Fortune Street. And then they had 7 and 8 remakes, which we got. Thank goodness for that.
Here's some trivia that's not on the Screen Rant thing, but are you familiar with the stats?
I know the naming convention. If you change your name, it affects the stats that you get.
Yeah, yeah. So the stats are based on your name, and there's a site. I went to it actually before we did this. I was just kind of playing around with it. You can put in different names to see what the stat changes would be. That's kind of fun.
What's the site called?
I have it on here. Give them a little shout out.
I
The
want to find out my
site
stats.
is um, guides.gamecorner.net. And they have a name stats tool. And it's specific,
Site
obviously.
can't be reached. Game Corner? Games Corner?
So it's guides.gamecorner.net. I'll send you the link.
Okay.
If you can find it on the podcast thing,
Yeah, throw it in the chat.
put it in the
I wanna-
chat. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. You wouldn't think that they would do something like that, but here you go. I guess when you haven't done it before, you can make your own. You make your own weird decisions, and none of this one didn't carry on to the other games. That's probably for a good reason, but it's definitely interesting. It's a curio.
Okay, let's do a little challenge. Let's see who can come up with the higher stats.
Okay.
Pick a
Well,
name.
how about this? What also before we do that? What name did you choose?
I don't remember.
Oh, you don't remember? Okay. I always do Pico, and
Okay.
Pico is really bad apparently. And
I might have done like MAJR, like Majara, or I might have done Tex. Sometimes I do TEX.
my man, Tex actually does pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do I enter these?
So if you want, it's guides.gamercorner.net/dw/name/name forward thingy stats slash. Man, that's gonna be impossible to type in.
Every character, if you, it doesn't make sense to use less than the 4 characters. You need to use all 4 characters if you want a bonus.
The three text by itself gets you the good bonuses.
Check this. Type in T T T T.
Ooh, that's no good.
Yeah, what's this?
Yeah, it can be negative. That's the thing. The game was like merciless.
Wow. Okay. Well, let us know what name you picked in Dragon Warrior and what your stat bonus is. See what you can do is like a normal name to get you the best stat bonus.
Dude, I'd pick Tex. That's pretty good. It always becomes negative down here. The further down you go, in like strength and agility or whatever, because it does like a negative 10% to the bonus, and that's why at the top, the 10% doesn't mean anything because the number's so small. So you end up with just the bonus, and then it diminishes over time. It's a little.
Okay, maybe I'll understand it later.
I still don't fully understand it, and I definitely don't understand how the characters play into it,
Mm-hmm.
but definitely interesting. And then can you
Yep.
imagine like writing a strategy guide like, okay, name your character BLXY. He will be a god.
Let's see how good God does.
Oh god.
Bad. Not bad. God is okay.
The only thing I wanted to mention is just kind of firsts for Dragon Quest. You have the slimes. I mean, a lot of the characters in there are first, and that's not that much of an accomplishment. But the slimes are there; they persisted. There is a metal slime. I don't know. Did you ever run into the metal slime?
I could never beat it.
I couldn't beat it either. No, but you did see him.
Yeah, he would run away every time.
That's good. So metal slime's in there, and Puff Puff is in there.
In the Japanese version.
It's in the Switch version too.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
So they modified it. That's apparently a joke where Puff Puff is supposed to be like playing with your titties or something.
Exactly. But in everything we get, it's either like it's an illusion of something else, or it's just the screen goes black and then it comes back again, and then it's over. We never get any of the good action.
In the North American version, the same woman sells tomatoes. The woman is selling Puff Puff in the Japanese version.
Dude, oh my god, I can't wait to get to. I think it's 3.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's in 3. We'll talk about then. That has the weirdest Puff Puff scene, like maybe the weirdest sex scene in gaming for like a long time. I know God of War has like a threesome in it, so whatever. But this one has Dragon Quest 3 is very interesting. So
Dragon Quest 3 for Dragon Quest threesome.
Yeah, so we'll get to that later. But that's Dragon Quest, man. That's
Woohoo!
it. We did our first episode in our first game.
Dragon Quest archived.
Yeah, we'll have to consider this one archived, man. This has been fun. Next up, we're gonna have to get to Dragon Quest 2. We're gonna just play them all sequentially, right?
Hell yeah!
Despite a long rant we just made about how we shouldn't play everything sequentially.
Yeah, let's do 11. No, I want to do sequential.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to playing the best in the Dragon Quest series, even if it's not the next one.
3 is good.
3 is good. I have nostalgic memories of 3. I have nothing of 2. I just know that people say it sucks.
It's the worst, for sure.
Yeah. Okay, can't wait.
I'm thrilled.
Well, if you're a true Dragon Warrior or true warrior can even suffer through the worst of them.